I'm not gonna lie, I miss Logic. I haven't listened to Logic. I didn't listen to Logic's last album. I don't
I know
think. I don't want I haven't listened to Logic for a minute, right? And so I don't have any expectations or thoughts about his music because I haven't heard it in what feels like 2 years. But I don't want my like reintroduction to it to be, oh, he's still on that bullshit. You know what I mean? I only want to listen to it if it's good. If it's not good, I'd rather not listen to it. I'd rather my reintroduction to his music be on a good note. It's solid. All right, let me see. Okay. I don't know, bro. It's not starting well, bro. We got a racially ambiguous bald man with tattoos on the inner forearm or inner bicep. I don't know, gang. Was this nigga rubbing butter on the toast with his fingers? Who the fuck is this nigga? What is going on? We are 25 seconds in.
I've been all around the world, I'm back again. I'm rapping in a microphone to let them know that if you're coming at me, then intervention, everything that you doing better be with intention.
I'm trying to keep up with what you're saying, dude. It's hard, but I'm listening.
Move a certain way because I was afraid that I would not be loved the way that I deserve. This life we live in hard.
I could picture like 2016 Mac Miller making a song like this.
Homies running around doing shit we weren't supposed to do. I know you heard me.
I like this part. This part is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, the song is called Fear? Oh, it is. I didn't know that. Wow. Why am I just not looking at that? That's not a bad song.
NGL, I don't know a single thing Logic said.
He was basically saying earlier that, you know what I'm saying, I was afraid to be who I was meant to be, blah, blah, blah. It was a bunch of, like, shit that he's kind of said before. Feeling pressure to be this thing or person that you're supposed to be, but instead you want to be who you want to be. And it's basically like another self-empowerment, self-care, you know, be who you are born to be, who you're supposed to be, who you want to be. It's pretty cookie cutter. And I don't want to say that, like, Logic is or should be above inclusivity or anything, because I mean that's been one of his marketing or one of his appeals, I guess, over the past like 5 to 6 years has been that he is for everybody. But I think this song is so vague in who it's about that it could literally apply to anybody. And not to say that that's a bad thing. I want everybody to feel like a song could speak for every person, but it borders on being meaningless when you're so vague about like who you mean specifically. Like, oh, you could be anything, you could be any person. Like, yeah, but like, what about me? If this was, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was about me or something like that, I just feel like, could we go a little bit more into the specifics? Could we be a little bit below the surface? You know what I'm saying? I like that it applies to this music video too. It makes it make more sense, but it just feels like, so it feels like it's trying so hard to be inclusive that it borders on being meaningless when you listen to the song, even though it's an obvious meaning, but it's something that he's rapped about before. It doesn't dig into the meat of anything. You feel me?
It's such a safe and vague route in terms of marketability and premise. What happened to DMV Logic?
I don't know, but it just felt, you know, extremely safe. Despite having a music video that advocates for a group of people that aren't typically safe. You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard when you're talking about the lyrics and the song itself versus the video. The song itself sounds pretty good. When we get to the second part where he's singing, even though I get kind of like a Mac Miller vibe very heavily from it, I like the production value of it. I think if that happened in the beginning of the song and then we got like the up tempo dance type instrumental second and then we went back to the singing, I think I would like it a bit more, but it's still not a bad song. That's the point. He's trying to bring attention that he's dropping a new album. Album probably don't sound like this. I mean, it don't matter. It's still going to be on the album. And if this ends up being one of the bigger lead singles, then that probably will be an issue for the remainder of the album itself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the album to be like, you don't want the lead single to be nothing like your album. Bring back racially conflicted Logic? No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I think he's in probably a good place right now. It's just it's hard for me to grab anything from the song for real. That's really it. Do a hip hop? Who said it did? He could just make. I mean, he can make music about whatever he want to make music about. I appreciate that he's making music about, whatever he wants to. I just think this message has come from him so often that the more and more you reiterate it, the less and less it means. And you can kind of like copy and paste a song like this and apply it to another record, or copy and paste his video onto another record and kind of get the same feeling from it. Is what I'm trying to say.